Flat Stanley has arrived in Alaska. Let's let Flat Stanley climb out of his envelope. Come on, Flat Stanley. And there's Stanley. Stanley, you've arrived in Alaska. Oh, really? Let me see. Okay, let me go to the window. All right, Stanley, see outside? It's the middle of March and we still have snow. Let's go outside. Okay. Brr, it's cold outside. Yes, it is. Our average temperature lately have been right around 27 to 35 degrees. And look, if you look carefully, we're getting a little bit of snow just spitting. It will warm up though soon, and the snow will go away. For a while we'll have mud, and then the flowers will come. Woo, let's go inside. All right, Flat Stanley is traveling in our car as we go down the road. We've got some mountains over here. Behind us is the ocean. It would be nice if we could see a moose, but I don't see a moose right now.
Moose hunting.
Moose hunting, yeah, there you go. Hey, are you having fun, Flat Stanley? Yes, I am. Where else are we going to go? Well, Flat Stanley, we thought we would take you to the beach and show you the ocean, and we would take you to the mountains and see what we could see. Oh, that sounds like fun. Good. And hopefully along the way we can maybe spot a moose. Stanley, he is at the beach. All right. This is the Kenai Beach, or near there, in Alaska, off of Cannery Road. Here we go. Flat Stanley's headed to the beach. Oh my, look how fun! Let me go. Where's the beach? Well, Flat Stanley, our beach is currently covered in snow and ice. And if you look really closely, you can watch the tide as it goes out. Alaska is known for its great tide differences. We can have a difference in tide depths from about 20 to 50 feet differences. Currently, we're coming up onto the new moon, which will be Sunday. Our high tide will be up as high as 26 feet, and our low tide will actually be 2 feet below sea level. Currently, it is 2 hours past high tide, and you can see the water heading out of the Cook Inlet. All right, our beach does not have sand currently. Even when the snow is not here, instead of sand, it's mainly more gravel. There is some sand mixed with it. The mountain that you see right across there is called Mount Redoubt. Mount Redoubt is a volcano. Although it is currently considered dormant, about 3 or 4 years ago, it did actually erupt. If you look down there, that is Mount Iliana. That is also a volcano that is considered to be dormant, but it is occasionally lets up plumes of smoke. And this one over here that my daughter says looks like it's got whipped topping on the top is called Mount Spur. Spur is also a volcano that is considered to be dormant. The most active volcano in this area is way far to the south, which you can't see right now. On a Kodiak Island, it frequently erupts. Alrighty, the wind is kicking up and it is feeling pretty cold. How do you feel, Stanley? I'm freezing! Okay, Stanley, let's go back to the car where we can get warm. Sounds good! Look, Stanley, we're on our way to Seward, and it's 0. It was just -4 a minute ago, so it is cold this morning. Before we get to Seward, though, we're going to stop at the Kenai Beach and show you what low tide looks like. All right, Stanley, this is the Seeloft Beach at low tide. Now, it's a little hard to tell, but all of that is the ice that was on the top of the ocean is actually settled down and sitting on ground. Ground as far as you can see. Over here is the Kasilof River, and you can kind of see the steam coming off of the river. And as it goes and hits the warmer water of the ocean, it's making all of this nice fog all the way across there. At low tide, this part of the Cook Inlet, the only water is way out there closer to the mountains on the other side. Cook Inlet is a small body of water coming off of the Bering Sea and up in towards Anchorage. At its widest point, it is about 83 miles across. Not quite sure where it is on this from where we are. I don't remember which one of those mountains are which.
That one is, I don't remember, Mount Redoubt.
I think that is Redoubt. And that
the
one is Mount
over
Spur.
There is the one that I call Mount Whipped Cream.
That's
because it
Mount
goes
Spur.
like this, and it's Mount Spur. They're
So
also
that
both
one-
volcanoes.
That one is I don't know how am I
Kilimanjaro?
Ilimana? I can't pronounce it.
Ili something.
Yeah. But that one is the other one, and it is also a volcano. You have a lot of volcanoes. Yes, we have a lot of them. For that fact, there is about 6 that ring all the way around the Kenai Peninsula. Fortunately, not on the Kenai Peninsula. They call it the Ring of Fire up here. But if you really want to see a lot of volcanoes, you need to go to the Aleutian Islands, because nearly every one of the Aleutian Islands was formed from a volcano. Wow, and you live on them? Well, they're dormant, Flat Stanley, so most of them don't actually erupt. But there are a few that still are active and erupt on a semi-frequent occasion, although they have not had any really major eruptions for several years. Okay. But it still can cause problems, because when the lava does flow, they still have to get out of the way, and they have to be able to do it quickly. That sounds frightening. Well, it can be, but people around here are kind of used to it, and they know what they need to do.
What's also frightening is the earthquakes that happen. Don't show my face.